Mike the Ref Maloney, Big Bad Boris on the call here tonight.
Let's go!
Third! Super Kick Party! Yeah, pay the money for that. No one. And of course, you gotta get the Hoffman spin. Hey, yo, 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 and away we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Mike the Ref Twitch stream, the AEW Dynamite Sidecast, the WWE 2K24, my GM, Survivor Series PLE coming up right after. We are going to have a fun night tonight. I hope everybody's doing well. McCurdy Gaming, I see RA in the chat. Good to see you here. Yeah, it's been a rough couple days, but turning out to be a good couple days. I've been under the weather since Sunday. Like, if you guys don't remember, we were supposed to have this Survivor Series PLE run on Sunday, but unfortunately, I was a little bit under the weather. And when I mean a little, I was just for pretty much the entire day on Sunday, which isn't that the way it always works on the last day of your holiday? But yeah, got everything back together here, putting everything. Got a second set of overlays done so we could do tomorrow's stream. Which, by the way, programming note, tomorrow afternoon, we are going to be checking out the new Fatal Fury beta test that's coming out tomorrow. Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. That comes out tomorrow, so we're gonna see what an average gamer could do when you start hacking at a new fighting game. So looks really good, so I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully we can do some good out of it. So, but other than that, how's everybody else doing in the chat tonight? I know McCurney, you said you were just looking for something to do it. I'm glad that I'm here to keep you occupied and happy. Tonight we got a big night of AEW coming up here. They say the main event on the poster is the face-off between Hangman and MJF, which, all right. If they do this as the main event segment, it's going to be a long one to finish it. That doesn't surprise me because MJF talks way too much. We're getting Megan Bayne versus Chris Statlander, so I'm just going to throw that right down. Just throw that right out there. We're also we're getting the Ops, the new name for the trio of Samoa Joe, Hook, and Shibata, taking on the Patriarchy. So we're gonna get another murder of Kip Sabian. I'm guessing at this point, because I don't see Christian ended up getting murdered or anything like that. But sorry, fix that. There we go. Yeah, I got a second chat bot in there. That's great. Also, I found some barbecue sauce, but I didn't find the one that I wanted for this meat match coming up tonight. We got Powerhouse Hobbs versus Big Bill at a street fight, which is just going to be absolute gas tonight for all this. It just simply, everybody, that's going to be nuts. And you know that all these guys are going to be doing a little bit extra here just because we're coming off Grand Slam Australia, which I still feel was an amazing show. A big man street fight? Yes, a meat street fight. Or do they call that a street meat fight? I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along here. Yeah, street meat? Maybe. Who knows? I'm horrible. What can I say? Yeah, we're going to have some fun with that. Just going to be a fun show. Like, it's a meat fight. Why not? Meh. I think it would make sense for the most part. But, yeah, it's been rather interesting today, just trying to piece everything together. Once again, like I said, I got my Fight Club overlays set up for the most part. I might tinker with them as I go along, but at least that's set up. I got to get the regular sports one set up here, hopefully for the weekend. So I'll probably do that tomorrow after we're done stream. But yeah, good things are coming down the pipe right now. So, Nats, how you doing? How you feeling? How's life? How's everything? Everything going great, I hope. Forgive me if I'm a little bit stuffy here right now. I still have I'm still fighting the rest of the bug that I've had all week. For the most part, I'm okay, but a little bit there. But I'm so glad to have you guys here tonight. Snowed in at the moment, but you do well. Hey, it's better than what happened in Detroit. Apparently, there was a suburb of Detroit where there was a water main break that literally flooded the area. But because the temperature is like minus 6,728, yeah, it all froze to ice. So literally nobody can move. Like cars are stuck up to the bottom of their vehicles in ice. So literally just nobody's going anywhere. It's been weird here in Western Canada. Like going from Sunday to Friday, our temperature is going up 60 degrees Fahrenheit. 6-0. Oh, they're going to do the face-to-face right off the bat. So, all right, let's hope there's not like 6 hours of this. Excalibur off today. Sorry, I missed what Tony Schiavone said about it, but Riccabotti's in tonight, which this is going to make it fun. Ian! Exactly. Oh, we got another theater set up here for AEW. Hey, luckily for me, it's just a sheet of ice on the ground. Not the best conditions, but better than most. Yeah, like, always got to take the positive out of everything, right? Like, today is, like, for me right now, it's right around 0 Fahrenheit outside for us right now. Considering it was minus 30 just a couple days ago, I don't mind this weather one bit. And then tomorrow we're supposed to get to the mid 20s. And then Friday we get up to the mid 30s. So for me, looking at our forecast, it looks like winter's done up here. Knock on wood, right? I really wonder what these guys are going to say. I don't like you. You don't like me. Let's fight. Is it any more complicated than that? So why do you have this security on the outside? These guys are going to kill each other here. Good riddance winter, exactly. It's a positive and a negative. Hey Vic, by the way, good to see you here. I was lurking a little bit on Monday when you were there with Fortnite for a little bit. Seeing you with the run there. Sorry I couldn't get the chapping going on there. Minus 14. 14 Fahrenheit, 10 minus 10. Yeah, we're right around 0. So it's 14 Fahrenheit for you right now, and tonight's supposed to go down to a low of 9. I really hope that MJF's gimmick isn't too long here tonight. That's an MJF suit. I just noticed that. You see the tailor, the pin stripe, you got the suit, it says MJF. No, I will say one of my worst habits is lurking without saying hello right off the bat. I just pull up as many tabs as I can, just try to support everybody I can as we go here. It's true. He has beaten a lot of people here. Northern Pennsylvania, so weather's bipolar. Hey, it's been absolutely nuts here. Like, I'm surprised we don't have more ice up here than we do. That's because you get a damn bye to the final. It was 70 Fahrenheit Sunday. Now it's a snowstorm. Doesn't surprise me. No, he's an American champion. Oh, that just sickens me, the fact that he's the number one all time. Well, this crowd knows exactly what to say here right now. This venue does look nice. It's this is another one of those stage arenas, right? Where they put the entrances on the stage, and there's a theater around it. It's a nice concept. Of all the times. Oh, God. Is it just me or does that one camera look weird? Actually, the whole thing looks weird. I like the lighting. Like, don't get me wrong. I do like it lit up the way that it is. But it seems like too many people are shooting into the lights, so it's causing it to blur a little bit. You know, the more you tell them to shut up, the more they scream, and it just seems like it takes forever for them to get through that. Well, the truth is, he really is the main character, right? If you, is there anybody else you could think of as the main character of AEW right now, besides him and Swerve? Yeah. What's more sideways, the camera or Adam's mustache? The camera. It's true. So when the crowd does it, they don't mute it, but when MJF does, they mute it. That's amazing. I love censors. They're so stupid sometimes. Everybody loves Hangman. Everybody. Magnum TA Page. I will give you that one. Okay, DDP. We got a nerve. Chris Jericho's the old man. They're trying to push and it's not working. Yeah. That's probably Ricky Stark. Are you Ricky Starks in secret here or what? We'll talk about that after the promo here. Ricky Starks hates Jericho confirmed. I love this. Hangman's just being himself. I like this. This also explains a very important point, Jay Quick. By the way, good to see you too here. We'll get to Ricky Starks here. We'll talk about him during the first break because I got a feel we're going to get a break after this. Adam's always been sensitive. Yeah. Ooh. Sensors are going off tonight. Millennial cowboy for a reason, yeah. It's because they respect you, sir. They just say it's simple respect. The one guy in the background, we like you. Well, he hasn't lied about anything, but just. Sorry, chat. Cold getting there. They would say he talks too much, yeah. I'm going to give him a pass tonight, and there's a reason for that. You talk too much. You never shut up. Yeah. There is a reason I'll give this a pass here tonight. Oh, you're Corey Run DMC. I'm sorry, I'm not very cultured. Give myself a boo there. You talk too much. You never shut up. I'm an uncultured swine. I'm sorry. Are we done? Hangman's just gonna punch him right away. Well, this is how you, hey, Maskeet, how you doing tonight? This is a very interesting segment here. Where are they finishing off on this? Why couldn't they do... I'll explain that in a second, Nats fan. This is the one promo I will give them a pass on. Fairsy squaresy. Fairsy squares. I need to get that as a quote somehow. And that's how this ends. He walks away. This is your... I don't know if it's going to go Revolution or it's going to go Double or Nothing. This might even go far. You did lose to Jericho on night one, yeah. Why do I hear Razor Ramon themes going on right now? And here come the Reddit cops. Maxwell's not going to give up the money. But he is going to watch him leave because if he doesn't, because if he turns around, there's going to be a dick kick somewhere here, right? All right, well, yeah. We're back to a 2018 opening here, guys. 20-minute promo to start the show. Watch this be Daniels come out and just crack him one. Triple H, is that you, Ed? I like this. I like this. This all makes sense. There was a no contact agreement made before the promo, so that's why MJF was making sure he spat at him, didn't touch him. They just mentioned it on the entrance of MJF, so you knew something stupid was going to happen. So why are they focused on... Someone said, don't hit your daddy, Hangman. Yeah. I can't wait for this tonight. We got meat fight coming. Big Bill, Hobbs, get your barbecue sauce because we got some meat cooking here. The Ops is about to murder Kip Sabian again. Chris Statlander taking on Megan Bayne. There's your other meat match, but for, oh, they're doing Cassidy and Strong as the main event. Okay, that makes sense. Even though 6 Ways from Sideways, the whole booking all the way to Revolution doesn't make sense. Like, let's look at this here. And once again, like I said, we will get back to Ricky Starks in a second here. You got Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong. The winner of that faces Takeshita next week for the international title. Then the winner of that faces Omega at the pay-per-view. So Omega basically gets a bye all the way to Revolution. I get it. You're the guy in charge. You are the ultimate boss that you have to prove yourself against, but still. Yeah, Vic, I guess we'll get into it. Ricky Saints. I don't care what you get called. You're going to get ridiculed regardless. So it really didn't matter. He could call himself Ricky Two Steps and people would still B and C whatever, but they can still call him Ricky Starks. Oh, using the name that AEW get made famous for you. Oh, this is still an insane segment. But yeah, the Saints suck. Yes, I agree. But you know what? If you want to pay tribute to your home area, why is AEW streaming the show on Twitter? Are you sure that's the actual AEW Twitter account, sir? Because there are certain AEW sites that have names that are like AEW, but they're not AEW. Copon to cry, yeah. Gold checkmark? No, they're just doing clips. They're not doing full show. They actually post segments on there. AEW on TV. Oh no, they do like 5-minute segments on there. Says live. No, that. Well, unfortunately, I don't see that here, so that's why I got GIF, time. They're saying they're live, but unless it has that little red square in the corner that says they're live, it don't mean crap. So. No, it says they're live on YouTube right now. Here's the 5-minute clip. Oh, it does? I don't see that here, so maybe you... Oh. I'll be damned. Somebody's getting fired. Sorry, if you go to AEW on TV Twitter account or X account and click on their actual logo, it'll actually show the show. It might be something they're doing now. And it's also interesting. They might be doing it now that way too because, well, hell, it's all about getting eyes on the product, one. Number two, next week they have or 2 weeks from now, they have new competition. Because if anybody hasn't checked the calendars, WWE has now put their Evolve show up directly up against AEW Dynamite. Whether that be on the Tubi app or on YouTube. So the only other thing I can say is maybe there's some major network providers that aren't able to show the show. Oh no, Nats, how long have you been here? I don't mind going from here to here. The only thing I hate is giving these guys free advertising. What about Tubi? WWE has a new show coming out on Wednesday nights at 8 Eastern. It's going to be called WWE Evolve. It is the same name and logo as the basically the equivalent to a AAA territory that they purchased way back prior to the pandemic. That's where you got your AR Foxes, your I'm just the A-Town Down came from there. The Workhorsemen were there as well. Chris Hero was there for a while. Basically, your elite indie guys before they went into wherever. That was Evolve. But now they're using Evolve for all these WWE ID people. So they're going to have like a... So this is why WWE shut down the MLW. Not necessarily. I think this is more of, yes, we're going to shut down that last deal with Tubi, but we're going to offer you something else. What do you think? And then Tubi just thinks, well, hell, we might as well take it. For those outside the States, you will be able to watch it on YouTube. But either way, it's going head-to-head against Dynamite. So, but yeah, quickly, I don't think we have to talk about too much about it because, well, what else can you say about it? It's Ricky Starks. Now he's Ricky Saints. He's got a tag match next week. And I hope he does well. He's going... Ethan Page is going to be on the other side. He's teaming up with Javon Evans, and he's taking on Wesley and Page. Like, I hope everything goes well for him. We'll see how things work out. Break down the one exception. Forgive me if I'm a little brain dead. I'm probably 3 topics ahead of you here. Just because of time. One exception. Oh, the reason why I give the one exception about this. We're coming off a 16-hour flight for a lot of the wrestlers. And most of the storylines that you want to get into Revolution with are based off of people that were involved in the Grand Slam Australia show. So rather than having them be the focus or have to work on segments involving them, let everybody that's working tonight get the focus. Give these guys a little bit extra time to bring out this feud. Get this big promo out of the way now. And now we're pretty much set whether we want to do this in Revolution or Double or Nothing between Hangman and... You don't want to get to... Like, I get it. You can throw matches up for the sake of matches, but TK is simply one of these guys that does not like to throw a match up without a reason. He really hates doing the random match thing. Or the April pay-per-view they could do it at. Oh, that's right. Dynasty. Yeah, that's right. We got Dynasty in between. The Ops Never Lacking. New intro music. What do we think, kids? Cole's going to look naturally bigger as he's getting healthier, right? Because I'll tell you, ankle injuries take forever. Even if you are going back into the ring, they still are going to hurt like hell. I think he gains 10 pounds every time he finishes a game. I miss when AEW only had 4 pay-per-views a year, made them feel better. I miss when WWE had the same. Yeah, I get it. But I will say that AEW, for the most part, when it comes to their They're PLEs. They're able to convince you to have stories that run there, right? Oh, they're not doing a late feed on the West Coast next week. So yeah, there must be some go. I'm guessing that TBS has something big up next week. So no, that'll be nice. So we get to see the unified audience all at once. Get to watch this, but I don't really care about the numbers. But we'll see. Good luck in the final. In the final round, the last two. Well, that's the reason why I have very, very few like Team Canada stuff, but I do have this. All I hope for is 4 fights in the first minute. We had 3 fights in the first 9 seconds on Saturday during the round robin. I wonder if we can top it. Oh, Sabian. You're just here to die, aren't you? Oh my God, I can't believe it. McG, you made it. Good to see you here, my friend. Just in time to watch Joe obliterate somebody. You only missed an MJF promo, so... Need someone to hit a Canadian destroyer while destroying Cat. Well, apparently... According to certain promotions, it's now a Mexican destroyer. Even though the originator of the destroyer is actually working for you from Canada. If you guys didn't know, Petey Williams is an agent for WWE right now, so. Give me 1 sec, chat. One of these days, I will finally get rid of that. Or if you watch the J Cup 2025, there's a ref destroyer. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, like I said, I got this on Sunday, this little cough and cold. Just trying to get out of it is just, ugh. But yeah, I hope... And I'll figure that out eventually. Just working on my stream deck again. Shout out Modern Medicine. People used to dive a common cold. Absolutely. Cool little venue. Yeah, we were talking about that. 2 of the cameras actually screwed up as they were going. Just because they were shooting into the light. So therefore, it was all distorted all over the place. And yeah, Jay Quick, I think Nick Wade lost the tip. Well, wouldn't surprise me. As we get another picture-in-picture because the first promo went so damn long. All right, chat, I gave my thoughts about it. What did you get? Now that we've had a few seconds to digest it while we're watching the murder of Shibata right now, just before we get the hot tag to Hook, what did you guys think of that promo between Hangman and MJF? I know we always talk about MJF's promos being about double the length that they should be. And most weeks I would agree. But I've already said my piece about it, that setting this up as a new segment towards a whole quarter section of, well, I guess a monthly section, getting ready for Revolution here. I was able to give it a slight pass as long as it's not a habit. But yeah, I don't mind a pay-per-view. I don't mind a promo after a pay-per-view. And as much as, everybody talked about it wasn't going to be, what I'm afraid about is it becoming a habit. I don't think it will. Well, look who's not on the card tonight. don't have Takeshita, you don't have Kenny, you don't have Will, you don't have Mercedes, you don't have... See, I'm a less is more type of guy with ADHD. Cotty rushes through things so much there's never breathing room to let simmer. That's fair. I do say that I do appreciate the fact that things run a little bit quicker here than they do in some other areas. But I can see your point as well. The fact that, things are a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical. When that happens, things don't get to be the best sometimes for some people. So, but yeah, you could talk about things going so quickly, and then right now we're watching the Ops versus Christian's coalition of the patriarchy. Sorry, I want to keep it that way. Coalition. How long have these guys been going at it? What? It's been almost 6 months. No, Grand Slam in September. Then there's just stuff that Tony Khan books and he never remembers to finish booking it. A la Ricky Starks. Ricky versus MJF should have been a long story, not a 2-week deal. From what we've heard, there was a reason why it was a 2-week deal, and it wasn't any of the competitors' faults. We all know who the problem is. We all know who we want to get away from the problem. Someday we'll get rid of the vortex. But unfortunately, until you have somebody established that, TK feels comfortable with, you're not going to get rid of the vortex. Y2 Russo? Well, I'm not going to go that far. I would go more Y2 Jarrett. And I'm not talking about current Jarrett. Jarrett now is a whole different story. Like non-Russo TNA. Because when Russo wasn't around, TNA was still pretty decent. Some of it was borderline idiotic, but it was still decent. Y2 Carter? I actually go way before that. I go back to the Asylum days. Some of that stuff was great. Some of it was absolute garbage, but some of it was great. Oh, God, cameraman, you missed the hot tag. Not Russo. The women's wrestlers have personality, yeah. Like, hell, we're getting two Haas matches tonight. Mass Keaton's quote of the night. Not Russo. Women's wrestlers have personality. I completely agree with all of you here, and just, yeah, it's... But even now, like, I see some of the booking. Yes, I can understand why people get a little frustrated on some of it. But you can't say anything's been that egregious. And I think that's one of the biggest difference. Oh, God. And Christian still won't take a bump. Oh, he took a bump. Oh, my God, he took a bump. Triple H struggling with female booking. Yeah, like, with all due respect, unless the heavyweight title's been involved, it seems like Triple H has not had an easy time booking women. You're an idiot. I'm sorry, Nick Wayne getting into Nick Wayne going up for that cutter off the top. Nick Wayne going up for that cutter off the top, it's no different than somebody going for a dive on Joe and Joe taking a walk out of the way. The only difference is Hook's going to hook in the red room. I thought Kip was going to get beaten up, but it was actually It was actually Nick. Nick Wade just laid out. It'll be over soon. That's pretty much all he did. We're just going to fall into this. Idiot. I love how he says, oh, just fighting to get to the worlds. No, it's Wolves. There it is. So we got Cope versus Mox. We got MJF versus Page. This is suiting up to be a very good PLE. PPV. Sorry. All right. I deserve that. We got a PLE coming up in 2 hours. Or an hour and a half. Sorry. Hour 20. The fact that I called it a PLE, I apologize. No, Saturday was a PLE. Let's get that straight. Ooh, we got everybody go get your barbecue sauce, your napkins, your bibs, your seasoning, salt and pepper. What do you put on your steaks, folks? What do you put on your steaks? A little bit of steak sauce, a little Worcestershire. I don't know, maybe you throw some jalapenos depending where you're at. Anyway, we got some beef coming up here. I don't think there's much pork on these beefs, so that's why I'm like saying that's why we're going at here. But no, the week of wrestling's been a lot of fun here, so I keep meaning to ask, do you still ref? Did you ref, or is the nickname just... Well, here's the funny part. Depending what your definition of referee is, Mask Keaton, and I guess we got a little bit of time here, so I'll go over this quick here. Did I referee in wrestling? No. Never a match. Never. However, I was a referee for over 25 years. Between soccer, volleyball, basketball. Yeah, we didn't have any referees in town, so I became the referee after somebody injured me with a referee blowing a call. So I thought I could do a better job, and then rather than being part of the problem and complaining about it, I'd be part of the solution and becoming one. The following story will be a little graphic, so please, if you're eating supper or getting a little squeamish, just be careful for the next couple minutes here. Maybe put it on mute till we get moving here. But it was grade 8, around there, grade 8. I think it was like 7 or 8, one or the other. Played soccer, right? Guy decided to do one of those Jackie Chan type slide kicks up in the air and lands in the back of my knee. Unfortunately, he was wearing baseball cleats. You know, the ones that look like they have tacks on the bottom? Stuck in the back of my knee. He literally went in like this, and while the boot was still in my knee, went like that in the back of my knee. There was literally no pain because it was all shredded like a Swiss cheese. Normally it'd take 12 months. I took 6 to get back, but the referee didn't call anything because he didn't think there was anything wrong. Even though there is a rule about, you actually have to wear soccer cleats on a goddamn soccer field. So then I said I could do a better job, and I trained to become a soccer ref. I get it, Nats. And yeah, I've said the story a few times here, but for people that have been asking, that's how it got started. The volleyball reffing was literally, I come from a town of 3,000 people. The team had, there was no referees within 3 hours of us, so it would cost us an extra $100 per game just to get somebody out. So I said, why the hell not? I took the course of it. I ended up becoming the local referee in town. And then I also, about 10 years later, I actually become the assigner of referees here in Northern Alberta for all the volleyball referees in Northern Alberta. So in terms of remembering schedules for people, I have no problem doing that. Oh, God. Let's get through the Jericho moment and I'll explain the rest of it. How it explains where my name comes from. Alrighty. Yep. Oh, God. Chris effing Jericho. Uh-oh. Well, it's because he's turned into a joke. That's why. So let me finish this up real quick because we were doing the story here. So it was around 2010 I became the referee assigner for all of Alberta, or for Northern Alberta. However, if you guys would take a look at my socials, I'm about ready to take some meat here, but that sounds bad in 16 different ways. If you guys have looked at my socials, my last name is not exactly the easiest to spell. So we had to come up with a way to get my name, get people to contact me easy. What easier way to get a hold of somebody? Everybody knows I'm Mike. So I'm known as Mike the Ref. That was my email for a good 5-10 years. Mike the Ref at Hotmail. Yes, that was back when Hotmail was still the cool thing. So that's how, and when I moved into wrestling, it just stuck because everybody just thought I was naturally a former referee. Like I actually worked in promotions, but no, I hadn't. But yeah, that's where the Mike the Ref name came from. So, and I just said, well, why change it? It's there. I'll live with it. I'm a sports guy. I don't mind sports. I like sports. I know more rules about most sports than most people do. Hell, probably more than most refs do. But yeah, Nats fan, go back to your point here. PW Sider say Danielson's here. Well, when you live like 20 minutes from the arena, why not show up? Because he lives out of Phoenix now. He doesn't live out of Seattle. So why wouldn't you show up? I don't think he's going to come out. I don't think he's going to be a part of anything. Well, somebody lost their beer. Same with Keith Lee a bit ago. Yeah, like these guys will show up. It doesn't mean they're going to show up at the ring. We'd love to see it, but yeah, just good man, happy wife, happy life. Yeah, well, that's pretty much it. But yeah, just Once again, I want to thank everybody here watching on YouTube as well, whether you're watching live or you're watching on VOD. Just because we are simulcasting now. We're back to the dual simulcast again. This new computer's humming like a bird right now, so I'm very happy with it. We'll have to see what we can do. Now, I'm hoping that we can get back to the Fred's joining me here for the PPVs, because we could do that. It'd be as much as I know you guys like talking to me for 5 hours, I know you'd like to hear some other voices too once in a while as well. Said it was a big upgrade. Yeah. If you weren't here on Saturday, what the hell? Well, I guess we got no sound coming out because, there goes the mixer board. I just look at Big Bill bending over like that, and that doesn't look good. Oh, good. I'm going to hit you with a pad. But, yeah, Memory Express did a great job with me here when I took my computer in. They figured it was either the power supply or the motherboard. So they ordered both, but because I got the extended warranty, it was a 5-day return guarantee. Like, if I bring it in on a Friday, 5 business days later, it has to be ready to go for me. They couldn't get it in time. So therefore, they gave me a brand new computer. And for those that are techies here, I had a 3060 in my old computer, and they gave me a 4060 in this one. Plus a lot of empty ports, so I could actually upgrade if I want to, so. Still in the process of getting it fully put together, but. By the way. Jericho, you may not want to get smart with Renee. Some people, they totally make sure they don't play that up whatsoever. I think the first time they really acknowledged it anywhere on socials is that interview that she did with the Death Riders in their gym. And yes, I'm having a C4 tonight. It's been one of those days. KJ, how the hell you doing tonight? How is the beautiful work of studying going? Hope everybody's doing well. Oh, we just finished it. Oh, God. Hobbs is split open. Yeah, we just went over it briefly. I talked about it more on Saturday. As we get into the picture once again. Ooh, Bill's got a lot of decorating there. Non-loaded question comes from... We got a bleeder. What is Shafir doing? She's basically being a bodyguard right now. And honestly, while she's training to get better and working in more hardcore matches... Like, she's been working the indies. Why is she in that group? Because they need a female in there just in case. Because I think the original plan was to have Willow involved during the Danielson rundown at the beginning of all this when Moxley got the title. But unfortunately, Willow was injured, so she wasn't able to participate. So therefore, Shafir's point became mute. But she's there, right? But yeah, never fear, I'm sometimes here. Now, give me that for that. But yeah, Shafir actually being in that group is a very smart choice because I feel in every faction you should have at least one single, one tag team or trio, and one female. Every faction should have the ability to win every title in your promotion. If you want to have a serious, put together faction. Depending on what your goals are, right? And let's face it, Moxley's goal is to take over AEW completely. And that's the what they're talking about, right? So, all right, I guess I'll take it. Yeah, the trios don't defend their titles but once every 4 months. Hey, if you're not told that you don't have to do work and get paid still, I don't know about you, but if somebody told me I could just hang on to these for a while, if I could literally hang on to some titles for like 6-8 months and never defend them because, you know, nobody shows up or nobody books me for it, and I can just collect my paycheck and go home, you're damn right I'm going to do that. Well, Keith's going through that table. And, of course, Jericho's not going to show up because he's not. But no, KJ, I hope you're doing well. We've had a very interesting first hour already. The first 20 minutes was a complete promo between MJF and Hangman that only felt going long for the last maybe 2 minutes of it, which is pretty much a miracle for MJF. World's Strongest Slam on the stage. Then we had the Ops, Samoa Joe, Hook, and Shibata just destroy the patriarchy. As per expected, as always. I still say my Revolution booking is still intact for the heavyweight title. I think it has to be. For those that have missed it, I still think Cope's win the title. Christian's cashing in his contract just after Cope wins, setting up a match in Double or Nothing. I love how Taz reminds everybody he came as a bricklayer into ECW. Why do you have stairs right there? Literally, why do you have stairs on the stage? You don't need them to get in the ring. So, since we had this joke going on online, and I call it a joke just because people are idiots. Thoughts on the ring size? My personal opinion is anybody that's complaining about a ring being too small is something that they're used to talking about being too small all the time. If you get my drift. Even today, I know Meltzer brought out the numbers for what Grand Slam did on Sunday, and I made my comment, or on Saturday, sorry. I made my comment that I really wasn't impressed with the fact that it took 10 minutes from the end of NBA to the start of Collision. You lost a lot of people. And yeah, trolls abound everywhere. It was rather funny. It's not the size of the ring, it's what you do with it. Sorry, I don't have my Sonic rings available. Oh, Bill's busted open now. Well, he's going through a table. Ow. No, actually, sorry, I got a better one, sorry. I think that'd be a little bit more appropriate. He's out. I guess this is a reason we could do this again. That's a rather unique stipulation for this match. Like they usually call a death match the one where you can't get back in. Oh, Rick Abadi talk about being a Rick bricklayer now too? I don't want to talk about his basketball career like that. Sorry, that was just way too easy on that one there. Oh, yeah. Yep. Nope. They got that. Now Hobbs go back and grab Jericho. Bandito's going to take care of him, I think. Ah. So they're bringing off the Hurt Syndicate on to Saturday. Well, you're getting a reason to watch on Saturday now. By the way, for the record, everybody, we will be here on the 1st for our regular Collision episode. Yeah, if you guys haven't heard, Double or Nothing is being moved to Phoenix this year. So, without a doubt, they will get more fans than a typical Arizona Coyotes game. The Desert Diamond Arena, that's the former arena of the Arizona Coyotes, who have now moved to Utah because they couldn't draw. But yeah, they had to get out of Vegas, and it's one of the smartest moves they could have done. With the fact that you got Mania in Vegas, all the wrestling for that is over there. Now we're just going to move over here. Well, this is sort of unexpected, but a pleasant surprise. Let's go, Tony! And Luther's in normal clothes for once. So I wonder who Tony's going to be facing next now. Well, yeah, you notice she's going for more colors now, right? She had blue gear on when she was in Australia. She's got a red dress now. And it's ironic that they're on an actual stage tonight that Tony gets to perform this promo. This slut you can't rebut. Tony's got to be loving the green light she gets on everything she gets to talk about. No censors on Tony. Maybe the Americans can't make it through the accent. I don't know. I will do it for her. Like, I should just be having the drum roll on repeat, right? To a permanent end. There you go. Cheap plug. All right, Athena, where are you? She wants that match against Wendy Richter. I want to see it. All right, where's the music? Okay, we need someone. Is someone going to pop out, or is this going to fade to black? Tony versus Puppet Lass would be entertaining? Maybe. Straight fade to black. What the hell? What? Again, Harley, I don't think is going to get a world title match. That ain't happening soon. Why are we getting a Gabe Kidd promo? Not saying I'm arguing about this, but we're getting a Gabe Kidd promo. The guy that basically got launched into the stratosphere by folks, little warning to the wise. If you weren't planning to be here Saturday, be here Saturday. Because there's Gabe Kidd being here. Well, we got the Zodiac special coming up after the break. We got Gabe Kidd coming on Saturday. Like, this is turning out great so far. Oh, God. I thought it was a wrestler promo. It actually comes up. It's one of our potential leaders for elections here. So I'll just... I'll just leave it at that. No, that was... This was going to be a very heavy promo night of wrestling here. I knew that from the start because like I said, most of your best wrestlers are taking a break. Not only between the travel, the media, and the show. Like, let's face it, the show was excruciating. That was a PLE, like we were saying. It was an actual PLE kind of show for AEW. Grand Slam did not disappoint on Saturday. Like, every match was pretty decent. The finish with Moxley and Cope had said to be desired, but... And I almost hope that they don't do anything about the heavyweight title match on Saturday either. Bring it back up next week. You don't need to keep bringing that up right now. Let it simmer. The last time that we saw this, everybody was just booing the hell out of the finish when Moxley Bulldog choked Cope out for, well, frankly, no reason. I still feel that it should have been, Cope maybe knocking out Wheeler. I know that's the same old, but the fact that, Cope already looks fragile. We know the story behind it. Don't treat your wrestling fans as stupid, because that's what you do when you do some of this stuff. So, by the way, Zodiac sends his regards. He did on Saturday because he is actually taping for the Retro Hangover tonight. So, and if you aren't following Retro Hangover over on Twitch here, please do. Every Sunday night, they're firing up some interesting stuff. Plus, they got one hell of a podcast. And of course, you guys all know him as Zodiac here. Chris Copeland, he is an absolute great guy. Enjoys his wrestling. Hates the Monet maker. And just do yourself a favor, give them a follow. Look up Retro Hangover on all your favorite podcast systems. If you like classic games, you're going to love what they have there. And WWE 2K25 just posted Chelsea Green on her socials. So Retro Hangover does some fun streams, only 2 hours. Very consider your chronometer. Yeah, I'm the guy that does the 3 and 4 hour streams that make you stretch your life out that much more here. So just. That's why I got the C4, so I can go for longer. It's a funny thing when you're... Oh. Oh, here we go. Marina tried it again. Oh. Fanboy Brian, you were asking about Marina Shafir, what she's doing. Well, here comes her feud. I got a feeling that's the feud that's going to be coming up pretty quick here. I really wanted this to simmer for a week. But obviously, nobody can tell because you don't have the title out. And here comes Jay White. Jay White about getting murdered. Wait. He has friends now. He has friends. He has enemies too. Smart babyface for the win. He's here. there's one Sling Blade, Spear. Well, there's a nice double team maneuver, tag team maneuver. Well, let's not even fool around here. We'll get the bar bait. And Cope's gonna go through the crowd with that bat. Some fan's gonna sue because they're gonna run into it. Some fan's gonna sue by the end of this. No, eventually Willow's gonna come out and she's gonna take out Marina. There you go. Ha! Well, they're all dead. Yep. And Jay's like, no, I guess I helped. Maybe, sure, possibly. You never know. So now can we get to our women's match? Please? Oh, there's a cowboy hat. Yeah, I would say security better get over there because, you know, somebody. The guy with the chicken. Cope just stole a chicken tendy. Cope just stole a chicken tendy. Not cool, Cope. Those are expensive. It is Phoenix, though. The food's usually pretty cheap down there. All right. Well, that's an easy way to book that match. that money trade is going to keep, well, all right, well, we're getting Momo Watanabe next week on Dynamite. Okay. Might get 2 women's segments out of it. All right, time for some house work. Look at that record, 73-19. Son of a butch, I go to measure snow and I miss Gabe Kidd. Yeah. Oh, Nats. Just to be calm, you missed a promo of him. You make sure you're here on Saturday with us, because Gabe Kidd will be here on Saturday on Collision. That's what the promo was about. So don't worry. Relax. Go measure all the snow you need to. Even write your name in it if you need to. But yeah, just he'll be here on Saturday. I do believe I'm trying to remember whether it's next week that they're doing the double taping on the Wednesday. No, they're doing live next Wednesday or next Saturday. Yeah, how much snow did you get? Oh, and just for the record, where is it here? That's on behalf of Zodiac right now. 9 inches of snow. My jeez. That's like the size of my head. I know that everything we shoveled up is about 2.5 feet high, but dang, you guys are getting, well, I guess you're near, where are you at right now, Nats? Like, I'm assuming that you're near a body of water. That's why you're generating that much more moisture. I sincerely hope this ends in a no contest. Coastal Virginia, there you go. If you're by near a body of water, it's a lot easier to get more snow, more rain. It's just a natural way of being a weather. Yes, I'm a weatherman too, apparently. For a couple years, I actually umpired slow pitch. A couple years was all I could do because, yeah. I'll have to say that's one of the weirdest examples of working that I've ever done. So the dog had to take a dump, so for some reason I learned tree gimmick and was lying on the ground. Ugh. So next Wednesday they're in San Diego, CA. All right. So yeah, they're doing a live Collision opposite Elimination Chamber. That's bold. But yet they're going to be taping double show the week after, which actually makes sense because you got the pay-per-view the week after that. So that was yours for the night. I'll earn you that one. I will say this is definitely no Big Show Kane matchup. These two know how to work. Well, I'm sure Bane's not used to that. Bane getting put up on the shoulders here. Jesus! Bane with that spear. Jesus, criminy. That was pretty awesome, you ask me. Forgive me, chat. Sorry about that. Because we got the ads going on. This is what the subs get to deal with. Still a little under the weather. I hope by the weekend I'll be okay. We'll still be here tomorrow for stream for you guys. If you didn't know, I'll be doing a full rundown here coming up. But We are going to be trying out the Fatal Fury demo that dropping in 3.5 hours from now. But yeah, I got some real good news on some personal fronts here, so we're going to be able to load up some more games here pretty quick. Megan just not stopping whatsoever here. Update AEW is no longer airing, probably did it for testing or whatever. No, what they'll do quite often here. Oh, I'll wait till the. Oh, you're back for the break. Never mind. Just a quick update to let you know what they usually do. Like, if a program's not available due to some outage or something due to a cable provider, quite often they will put it on their social medias, whether it be YouTube, whether it be X, wherever they can. They'll put it up there, so you go on the socials and say, "Hey, check out this account. We will have this up there until we get things fixed." So, sorry for the inconvenience. Here's the show. And that's the advantage of a program like AEW. They have the ability to do that too. Like, it's just like if anybody here was watching on YouTube and they decided that YouTube was getting funky, or my computer decided to act up, we could actually move it over to Twitch rather easily. So, because we are already here on Twitch as well. So, once again, shout out to everybody who checks this out, both live and VOD, both here on Twitch and on YouTube. We had a decent number of people, considering I haven't been. Saturday was the first time we were streaming live on YouTube for, I think it's pretty much, I think it was about a month. Thank you, Nats. I appreciate that. Yeah, and we got a whole bunch of WWE 2K24 content going up on the YouTube channel. Tomorrow and Saturday will be some My Faction stuff with PJC. Friday will be the replay of the Survivor Series that we're doing tonight. Sundays, we're actually putting up Pokemon trading card game Pocket, which, of all things on the channel, that's the thing that's popping off right now. So feel free to check out our gaming channel. Of course, I don't have the ad ready to go for that, so there you go. There's a link to the YouTube channel for our gaming channel. So did research and like you to live stream on YouTube helps algorithm. Yeah, absolutely. If anybody can hit the like button while you're there, please do. It does help. Jesus. Like, these two are literally going back and forth, shot for shot, even steps. Flying scissor kick. The one good thing about having two people that are the same strength, same size, and bigger are able to go at it is the fact that you're able to do a lot more with them, because if you have somebody that's a lot smaller, you can't do as much, right? Because you're literally scared you're going to break them in two. Deadlift German. Like, that just was a little insane. That was a lot insane. Somebody's going to hit that. Oh, God. That's who I thought was going to hit the canvas, but Statlander looking for that help from the crowd. It ain't going to help right now. Jesus. The Megasis. I can dig it. Anything you can do, I can do better. Anything I can do better than you. Have Nyla Rose come out and attack both of them. No count out. Or no contest so we can do this again. Oh, even better. There's Penelope Ford as she rolls her ankle on the outside. Oh my God, it's the curse. She tried to sell it. She was trying to walk and she fell. All right, well, looks like we got an established feud going on here that doesn't involve the title, which that's not something that usually happens a whole lot here at AEW for the women's division. All right, somebody find that button. Let's go. There it is. What? Why wouldn't she hit her? Is Thunder Rosa joining? No. No. Either that was very poorly done or we're... What the fuck was that? Sorry, that was just confusing. Thunder Rosa came out, could have cracked Megan with a chair. Megan asked for it, and Thunder Rosa's like, no, I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to. I don't want to. You freaking cracker when she says cracker. I'll continue saying AEW needs a dedicated female show. Absolutely. Caster's such a dead man on Saturday again. All right, what's Dexter want now? And yes, I'm still calling him Dexter to this day because he's wearing those scissors like that. Call it US Radom. Nah, I like keeping it with Dexter. I like to keep it out of politics if I can. Keep it to a show that, you know, a show about a psychotic killer. You know, just it seems so much more appropriate. It seems less gross than politics these days. So Swerve's gonna end up out here. We're gonna get it at Revolution. We're probably gonna. It's probably gonna be a hardcore match. You start him? Yeah, I'll give you that. I love it. I love it. I love a good sports reference in a promo, especially when it's relevant. Like Kevin Durant literally has asked for a trade more than once. You gonna do yourself? That's something you don't do out here. Yeah? Well, say something then. Not a basketball guy, but Kevin is on the Suns. I know that. And he's demanded a. He basically said the team chemistry is a nightmare and he wants out. He won because of a fluke and a very good soccer call. He brought up Commander in a list of all the top guys in AEW. Attaboy. I appreciate that. Yep, that robe is going to be definitely hacked at. Oh, this guy has no personality, by the way, guys, just so you know. Apparently he has no personality, no gift of gab. If you don't want to be a champ at AEW, why are you here? Too damn good looking, huh? There it is. You knew it was coming. I appreciate that the women's match actually got a full, like, it honestly felt like a full match. Shitty ending, but no dancing. So Nana's out here by himself. Oh, you're dead. All right, I see you. I see you, Nana. Ooh, talk about Jimmy Lloyd. Or Jimmy Rave, sorry. Well, Prince Nana's getting knocked out. Yeah. He's a Bubba GC. Yeah, fair enough. You ain't gonna give it back. You're gonna get laid out. Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go. So Nana's conflicted. Nana told Swerve to stay the frick away from Ricochet, and now Nana wanted to try to fix this without having to have Swerve go after him, but it looks like they're going to have no choice at this point. But as we get into our last commercial break before our main event, as is tradition, we'll be throwing up the schedule for the next week here. So once again, everybody, thank you for being here, whether you're live on YouTube or on Twitch. Our next live for YouTube will be this Saturday with AEW Collision, featuring Gabe Kidd, featuring the Murder Machines looking at facing off with the Hurt Syndicate. That's going to be part of it as well, plus a whole bunch of craziness that we just know Collision is just meant for. But for Twitch, next time I will be on is tomorrow. We're looking around 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Might throw it up earlier. We'll see. I got to still find a way to download the beta test for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. They do have a beta test starting in just over 2 hours, so we're going to try that out. The newest fighting game from SNK. And yeah, it's great spending the evening with you too, sir. We will be here Saturday with week 21 of my GM as well as Collision. Next Sunday, pretty sure it's going to be a PGA night with the new PGA game dropping on Friday. So we're going to be able to check that out then. And then after that, next Wednesday, special note, we are going to be here for Dynamite. And we're also going to be taping 2 weeks of my GM next Wednesday with weeks 22 and 23. So then the week after that Wednesday, prior to the drop of 2K25, we're going to have WrestleMania for 2K24. So then we will be wrapping up season 4, and that's where we're going to end that. So if you're on Twitch right now and watching and you aren't following, please hit the follow button to let you know every time we go live. If you're on the YouTube channel, twitch.tv/Mike the Ref is the channel, as well as just hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already to let you know every time we drop a video. We got new videos on the wrestling channel going up tomorrow with Andre and Melball covering one of our local independent promotions here, one of their recent shows. And then I believe the next one we'll have up is next Saturday with Collision up there. So we do have quite a bit up there in terms of wrestling content, so don't be afraid to go over there and check that out. Backbreaker video. But yeah, how's everybody feeling about tonight? Like Mask Keep, now like I said, it's great hanging out with everybody. And just looking forward to everything. AEW is on such a good track right now, and basically you have to overcome looking at the socials to deal with it. So, because if you get caught up watching the socials too much, you know you're going to get yourself in trouble. So, all right, time for our main event here. And as much as we're talking about everything going on here, there's something interesting going on here with our main event. The fact that Orange Cassidy lately has just been getting more and more serious and more violent as he's been going along. I love that Bob shirt by Cole because he was having on earlier, I know, but we were busy talking about important stuff there. Your feed went black on Max. Well, the Undisputed Kingdom came in. I don't know if that matters. We got JR out here called the match as well, so. They should have the graphic coming up here momentarily on how this works out. Sorry about that, chat. Like I said, I've been fighting this cold all week, and it just gives you some stuff caught up in the throat. Oh, we're back to the light, but we got light blue this time instead of white. Wrote this Tuesday night. This is all I got. I didn't know. No stick figures. At least they use colors this time. It was weird. I heard production where commercials were ending. Sometimes in the Max feed, it's a little bit weird. It's the same thing we used to get with TSN Plus all the time, right? Because we would normally get the international feed when you're going through TSN Plus. And that'll include the commercials and like it won't like the production during the commercial breaks. Here's the interesting thing I find right now out of all this. There is no K-tape on Orange Cassidy at this point. He is completely healed. Well, at least enough that he doesn't need K-tape. I love how they have to remind everybody that they are going to be on the regular time on Saturday. PWG fans, eat your heart. Yeah, like this is a typical PWG match. The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that they're only going to get about 10, well, I guess it'd be about 15 minutes. That last segment didn't go too long. But it told a hell of a story. You got to admit that. Aww. Well, go on, Adam Cole. What produced more stars, PWG or ROH? I'll be frank. I know this might be a bit of a controversial take in my opinion. I don't think PWG was more of an all-star showcase than it was a developmental. Like, to get to PWG for the most part, you had to have that certain aura to you. If, as far as I remember, I haven't watched a lot of PWG myself. Gonna say Chikara mostly because I missed him. Hey, you know what, Mask Keaton? I will give you that. If Quackenbush wasn't such a moron, they might still be around. Who knows? But yeah, there's a certain scenario I think of that. In many ways, I would consider PWG in a way like. Can I call basically WCW in a way, but actually booked properly? In terms of the scale of things, PWG wasn't a promotion that, created people. They took people that were already created somewhere else. They brought them in, gave them some decent storylines, and told them to run with it. Some of it bombed, some of it turned out great. Most of the time, it turned out great. That's the biggest difference between a PWG, WCW in this scenario. The wrestlers had the talent to make it work. In WCW, the people they signed, most of the fan base didn't really have that. Didn't have that feel, didn't have that feeling, didn't have that ability, because the ability had been used up already somewhere else. Yes, we do get a little bit of that used up ability here at AEW, but there's still some use for people. But unfortunately, you got people like Jericho here, right? Explanation's actually pretty spot on. Yeah, like, the thing is, when you sit back and you think about it a little bit more, and by the way, feel free to clip any of these thoughts when you ask questions like this, because I do need to get some more clips out into the world about what we're doing here, what we're talking here. Like, as much as I would get roasted for saying WCW and PWG in the same breath, but when you take a look back and take a look at the wrestling world, hell, it's 2025, and our hottest time arguably was in the late 97 to 2000 range. You could see a lot of similarities to what we have there compared to what we have now. Do I think the overall quality of the wrestling's better now? Absolutely. Do I think the level of exposure is there? Absolutely. Do I think there's the same amount of greasy stuff all around? Abso-freaking-lutely. It's all about perspective, though. And here's the main fact right now. Here is the main fact as we go. Whether you're talking about WCW versus WWF versus ECW versus some of the other top indies that were around. Whether you're talking now, whether you're talking AEW, WWE, I guess you could say ROH in a way, but you also have MLW, TNA. The fact that they had, every product has numbers, and they are semi-successful, just means that the business is going that well right now. You could argue about who's better, who's worse, who's whatever. But at the same time, you can tell how healthy the business actually is. Because the landscape's totally changed from what it was in 2000. No longer is WWE fighting with WCW or ECW for the product. They're fighting with Monday Night Football. They're fighting with Tuesday Night Hockey or Tuesday Night Basketball. Wednesday Night Hockey. Everything, right? Wrestling is no longer fighting wrestling promotions amongst themselves. They're fighting for your entertainment dollar. Whether you're talking about the indie scene or whether you're talking about your top promotions throughout the world, you're all fighting for the same amount of money, because people only have X amount of money for their entertainment. The fact that AEW got this huge boost about exposure when getting on Max, just like what WWE did when they got on Netflix. That's more exposure they can get for less money for people. Because let's face it, well, I don't know how much a Max subscription is, but I sure as hell think it's probably a lot cheaper than buying a TV package. Same thing with, somebody buying cable versus getting a Netflix subscription. Just for example here. But it's all about maximizing that entertainment dollar and making sure those money gets raked into you like a poker game. I didn't know about the racism in Excalibur. I will say this. He may have his past with racism. Whether he does or not, I don't know. I'm not going to say either way. But he sure as hell doesn't show it here. I'll say Dark Tuesday is worse than Vince buying WCW. I think everything changed the landscape, but I don't think everything's necessarily worse. I'll be honest, when it comes to the WCW purchase, I don't think Fusion would have done that much better. Even if they were given the TV time, I don't think they would have done much better. Basically, I think TNA took over what... all right, so yeah, that was 18 years ago. The climate was a whole lot different. And I'm more than willing to give somebody a second chance for stuff that long ago. Because I'll be... Oh, reversal. I love this match. Damn, that was close. No, I'll be straight up. I don't want to get off topic of wrestling too much here, but growing... Oh. Miota match is up. Who have they got? Oh, they're not saying who the guest is. Damn. All right, well, I grew up in a community where it was white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, like total racist community where I really didn't know any better. Like literally everybody was so... It was about as close to slavery as you can get for people that weren't Ukrainians in the town. It took me a while to get through it. And it took a while to get my brain reprogrammed out of it. It's not that I openly wanted to be racist. I just didn't know any different. I didn't do anything bad. Yeah, Northern Canada. Northern Alberta, which right now is being called the Texas of Canada in ways, so. Well, tried to go for the orange punch and he just said nope. But yeah, just throwing it out there. Like, I'm always willing to give somebody a second chance. But I'm more about, I don't need to hear the apology. You need to show me your apology. Oh, Jesus. And that's a philosophy I've lived with. I don't care if you apologize to me 400 times. If you're not going to fix the problem, then your apology means nothing. Tried to counter. That's the first time I've seen that in a while. Counter number 2. Oh, there we go. As we get into dead silence on that, I apologize. We went very there. No, this has been a match with a lot of counter punch, counter punch, back and forth, and it's actually showing the fact that Orange is starting to try a little bit more, and the fact that he is at 100 strength, right? Sudden flippy's about to happen. Well, there goes those light kicks into some heavy ones. Oh, that's gotta hurt. How does a sick kick not finish it? This is like on Saturday with Ospreay to Fletcher. Reversal, 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 reversal. Wow. I will take that. So we're going to get Orange and Takeshita next week. That is going to be a lot of fun. I really don't know which one I would have thought would have gave a better shot to Takeshita, but NXT got Moose, AEW got Gabe Kidd. You mean is it already? Okay, we're getting another promo to end the show. You should have just left it. Do this dark. Do this as an advertising thing. Orange isn't wearing K-tape anymore. That's why he looks bigger. Red-headed hippie. So who's coming out? Nobody. Like I said, Kitty's actually here? So we're going to get the Ospreay coming in at this or no? Don, your kicks suck? Yes, they do. That's what they're supposed to do, though. He's supposed to be a heel manager. Reversal, Slumdog Millionaire. The trigger! Orange punch! And Callis is having a conniption on the outside. See, Orange wins the match and Kenny gets the chance after. To me, it just... And Orange is like, the fuck? That's what I would be. Like Orange and Kenny Omega have had an absolutely fantastic 5-star match. Yes, I know it's Meltzer, whatever. if you guys don't remember, Double or Nothing, I think it was 2022. The main event was Omega when he had the 4 belts. Omega versus Pac versus Orange. The Death Riders versus Daniel Garcia 2.0. We got the trios titles on the line again. Let's go. As we fade to black. The Bell Connector. Do I think he wins the title? Well, I want to do a bit of a preview show next week. Setting up for the pay-per-view, or week after, I guess. But long story short, yes, I do think he wins it. Because I think they're going to find a way to set up Omega versus Okada at All In for a unification bout for the 2 titles. Because I don't think you need the international title at Dynasty. Keep it in the background, let everything build. You got 2 months till Double or Nothing. We got a few deals coming up here, but all in all, what did you guys think of Dynamite tonight? I think it was actually a really good show here tonight. It was a very promo-heavy show. I wasn't kidding when I said this is usually going to be the show where you're not going to see a lot of wrestling, but the wrestling you did see was good. Mega Big Chris Statlander got that sort of nothing finish. Thunder Rosa looking as awkward as hell with the save at the end. That face-off between Hangman and MJF. Show sounded good. Oh, you didn't get a chance to watch it? Okay, fair enough. But yeah, it was a good story-building show. I think that's the best way to explain it. The ops taking care of Nick Wayne, but Christian sneaking away. I hope that finds a way to finally settle this feud, but Christian not getting his comeuppance, I think that's going to be saved for later. Because I still feel that Cope's going to be a 24-hour champion. More like a 10-minute champion, but that's something I can talk about later. And then that promo with Cope and Mox and all that craziness going on there, and Willow getting her attack. We found out it's going to be Momo Watanabe versus Mercedes Moné in Revolution, which is going to be a lot of fun. Jericho and Bandito on Saturday, which we'll take with 16 grains of salt. Hopefully Bandito takes the title and we can finally end this charade of the learning tree, maybe break Big Bill out. But all in all, just a solid show. Like, sometimes you need these shows just to build things up a little bit and keep the momentum going. If Cope could last 10 minutes, Beth Phoenix would still be with Santino. I'll give you that. But yeah, with that being said, I think we're going to wrap up this half of the show here. For those on Twitch, hang on. We're going to go to a break momentarily here. For those on YouTube, we're going to continue the stream along on twitch.tv/MikeTheRef. We're going to get into some WWE 2K MyGM mode. We got a PLE tonight, so feel free to stop by there. But if you are heading out for the night, thank you for being here. And as always, it is greatly appreciated to have you here. Make sure you give a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. But we will see you back here next time live Saturday with AEW Collision. Live from Oakland, California. I think it's Oakland, California. Oh, no, that's next week. They'll be live on Saturday. We'll watch it. We'll enjoy it. Gabe Kidd's going to be there, so it's going to be insane. We'll see you all on Saturday.